Coach Robin. Nice of you to tune in, even though I doubt anyone's on yet. As always, gonna kind of sit around, wait for people to join. Yeah. Anyone yet? No? Okay. Wow, it needs to be on camera to wait. Or do you think I should just start? Nah, because it's showing.
But yeah, like I said, there have been
Alright, hello, one person who joined. We're just waiting on a couple more people to join in before we get started. Don't want to teach to an empty class, you know. It's our beautiful gym, nice and clean. Two people. Hello, hello. Oh, you went away. Okay. Well, I guess we'll give it like 3 minutes. Start at 6:05. Hello, second person has joined. Welcome, welcome. We're just giving it a little bit, waiting for a couple more people to join, so I'm not teaching to an empty class. Hang tight, we'll get started very shortly. Back to 1. Back to 2. Hello again, if you're the same person. And welcome if you're not.
When did you start?
Like in 1 minute. 3. Okay, 3 is usually where I try to start at. So there's 3 now. We'll go ahead and get started. Hello, welcome to Coach Robin's intermediate class. Virtual class, I should say. I am going to get started with our warm-up for today. Instead of just stagnant jumping jacks, you're going to try to move in a circle as you do jumping jacks. So try to find somewhere where you have plenty of space. I'm just going to be right here, and I'm going to try to keep my foot on this line right here. So try to have some kind of spot to kind of keep yourself going in a semi-even circle. If you want to go in a really big circle, that's fine too. But I'm just going to go small since I'm on this little platform. So you're just going to jumping jack and kind of try to stay in that general space. You're going to go around 3 times, going one direction. That's 2. Then we're going to switch and go the other direction. That's 3. Okay. At least I hope that's 3. So that just kind of gets your muscles going a little bit. So if you are just joining us, all we've done so far is jumping jacks in a circle just to get your body warmed up. Now we're going to take it into, someone said something when I asked. It was rabbit kicks, I think. Butt kicks, rabbit kicks, however you want to call it. Again, you're going to try to go in a circle. You can use that same point, using your muscles to kind of push yourself forward as you go. Again, we're doing it 3 times, going each direction. 2. And 3. Turn. Oh, the other way. 2. Ta-da! Alright. Next thing that we're going to do is straight jumps. You're just going to jump in one spot. You can move forwards if you want to, if you have the space for it. I'm not going to. You're just going to use your arms, point your toes really hard, trying to go up as high in the air as you can. Do 5 of those. It's hot outside and it's hot in here. I apologize in advance. Okay, so down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's it for that. And then you can go ahead and take it into a in-place jog. Imagine you're running to your favorite place. If you're missing school, you're running to class. You miss gymnastics, you're running in to hug your coach. We miss you all so much. I know. I am very much looking forward to this being over, seeing my kiddos again. I miss you guys. We're running in place. Try to speed it up. Go as fast as you can. Get those feet nice and fast. And yeah, that's it. All right. Go ahead and spread your arms out and swing them back and forth. And now up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good on those swings, whether you're going side to side or up and down. Make sure that you're pulling your shoulders as far in that direction as you can, making sure to get that good stretch right there. Alright, you're going to take your arm, go straight across your chest, grab your wrist, and pull your arm close to you, keeping that elbow nice and straight. I'm very hot. I'm going to turn on the fan and stand in front of you. That's not plugged in. That doesn't help me much. Okay. Alright, take your arm straight across the other side, grab your wrist, and pull across. Hey, camera person, let's go to the floor where there's fans. That's a ledge. Oh, much better. Alright, sounds about 10. Arms up in your ears, touch your back, grab your elbow and pull it behind your head. Again, try to keep your hand on your back so that you're not, or if you can, try to keep your hand on your back so you're getting that stretch in your shoulder as best as possible. And go ahead and switch arms, touching the back. Grab your elbow and pull. As always, if you can't quite reach your elbow, you can always go down to your hands. Good. Feet together, arms are tall. Go ahead and reach down. Try to touch your toes. If you can't quite make it, that's okay. Clearly, I can't either. And take it down to the ground, sitting in a butterfly. Push those knees down. If you want, you can share where you're going to be flying to. How many people do we have now, cameraman? 4? Oh man, someone left. So sad. Okay, well, and go ahead and touch your nose to your toes, or forehead to your toes. By the way. Put those legs straight out in front. Point toes hard. Push your knees as straight as you can. Squeezing those legs. Let's see the muscles. Squeezing super tight. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Point your toes up to the ceiling. And we're going to flex really hard one more time. Flex. Super hard. Squeeze those legs. Don't feel bad if your feet aren't coming off the ground like mine. I have hyper extension knees, so don't worry. It's not normal. And relax. Point those toes again. Reach your arms out. Head down to the knees. And hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Point the toes up. And reaching one more time. Head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Big straddle. Arms out to the side to start. Bring them up. Turn to the side and reach down, nose to knee. Arms back up tall. Turn to the other side and reach. Arms back up and go all the way down. As always, try to keep those knees turned up. Parents or siblings, whoever you're working with, try to hold their knees or their legs so that they don't go down like that. You want to keep them up. Go down as far as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Go ahead and put one hand on the ground. One arm goes up, and you're going to reach over your head all the way to your foot. Should feel the stretch more in your side right here. And other side, reaching over. I have a bug bite on my foot. That's why I keep scratching. I'm sorry. And reach down to the ground one more time. Actually, you know what? Let's skip that. Go straight to split. So stand it up. Put the feet straight out to the side, down to your elbows, and hold yourself up wherever you are able to go to. Again, don't worry if you can't go all the way down. It's not a big deal as long as it's stretching. That's all that matters. And stand it up. You're going to go up to your knees. One leg straight out in front. It doesn't matter which leg you're starting with. We're going to do both, so it doesn't matter. As I always say, you want to make sure your leg is starting straight because that puts you in the perfect position to go into your lunge. More times than not, I see kids go like this. This is really bad for your knee. And if it's too far out, then it's just not going to stretch right. So you want to start with your legs straight, hands on the knee, and you're just going to keep your chest up. Push those hips down as far as you can. If you're up like this, you're not getting that stretch right here that you need. So push your hips forwards. Straighten your front leg, point your toe up to the ceiling, hands down by your ankle and nose to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Leave those hands right there next to your calf. Slide your foot forwards and hold yourself up wherever you need to be for your split. Make sure both your knees are pointed. I mean your toes are pointed. Not sure how you would point your knees. That's crazy, Coach Robin. My goodness. Okay. Back up on your knees. You're going to switch sides. Legs straight out in front. Hands on the knee and lunge. Pushing those hips forwards. Straighten the front leg, toe to the ceiling, hands down by your ankle and nose to knee. 1, 2, 3, 10. Hands stay by your calf, slide that front foot forwards, holding yourself up as high or low as you need to. Knees nice and straight, toes are pointed. If you're all the way down and it's not really stretching you very much, you can always put your toe up on a slightly higher surface, get that slight hyperextension. If not, that's okay. Everyone goes at their own pace. No big deal. Alright. Sit up on your knees or crisscross, wherever you feel most comfortable to do this. You're going to stretch your wrists. So you start your palms up towards the ceiling. You're going to point your hands down so your fingers looking at your knees, and put your hands all the way flat on the ground, pushing those wrists or your palms down as hard as you can. You should feel the stretch here in your wrist. If you're not feeling it, then you can either go up to your knees like this, because when I do it like crisscross, I don't really feel it, so that's why I go up to my knees. And if you're still not feeling it, just push your hands out a little farther so you're getting a lesser angle right there in your wrist. Go ahead and flip your hands over, and you're going to do the same thing. Again, if you're not feeling it, just move your hands a little farther away. This time you're feeling it up here. Alrighty. And since y'all are my intermediates, you should hopefully all be pretty close or already doing your back bends. So let's go ahead and do, let's do 2 of those. We'll start with just one. We're going to hold it. If you don't have your back bend yet, you're just going to lay down on the floor, push up into your bridge. If you don't know what a bridge is, it's where you lay down and push your tummy up to the ceiling. Alright, so I'm going to show you the regular bridge. So lay down, hands pushing up. And if you can, you're going to do your back bend. That's where you start standing. And lean back into it. Go ahead and just hold it. You don't need to worry about your legs quite yet. Good. Stand it back up, or lay down and come up, however you need to do it. We're going to do it one more time. This time you're going to lift a foot, 1 foot at a time. But first we're going to go straight legs, and then you're going to lift your favorite foot, because that's how we do kickovers. And then you can bend your knees to lift your second foot. I didn't stretch my wrist enough, it hurts. Alright. Awesome. If you didn't follow that, then all I did was lift my good leg, then I bent my knees to lift my second leg. If you need to bend your legs for both of them, that's fine, no big deal. Go ahead and grab your knees, rock and roll 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Arms up in your ears. You're going to try to keep your legs straight. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, stand it up. We're going to take it over to beam. I forgot my water bottle, so I'll be right back. Okay. Starting here on beam. Hold on. Okay, we're going to start right here on beam. Let's get you set up right here. My cameraman had to go away real fast. Hope y'all can see me. So we're going to start on beam. If you don't have a beam, I understand. I'm not surprised at all. I really hope y'all can see me. I'm so sorry. So all we're going to do is warm it up with some regular flat foot or releve walks. I'm going to assume y'all can see me about right here to make sure your toes are, or if you're in releve, you're up on your toes. If you're flat foot, go down. But since y'all are intermediate, I'd rather you be up on your toes. So you're up as high as you can, legs are nice and straight, pushing through your toes as much as you can. And we're only going to go backwards today. Our theme for today is backwards. So you're walking backwards as far as you can. Keep doing those. I will be right back. Alright, so like I said, you're walking backwards, nice and high. Arms can be out to the side or up in your ears, either way. And go ahead and take it into a kick. So arms, again, are either straight out or on your hips. I don't know where y'all can see me, hopefully right here. You're just going to lift up, as high as you can. Obviously y'all are mounted beams, so hopefully you can balance a little better. So arms straight out, you're just kicking. Go as high or as low as you are capable of. If you can't go very high, that's okay, you don't need to. Again, we're just working on that balancing going backwards. Keep doing those. You're going to kick, 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 holding it. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Let's see, is anyone? Okay. Down to 2. Oh well. Alright. I really wish I could know if y'all were... You know what? I can flip the camera. Haha! Problem solved! Yay, okay. Look at it! You're kicking backwards! That. And like I said, if you're not able to kick very high, you can just go nice and low. Just go to a little tendu, slight kick, that's fine. Alright, so with this next one, it's easier with a beam, obviously, because we're going to be scooping. It's called an ice cream scoop. Sorry, my brain is very scattered right now. So we're scooping. If you don't have a higher surface, a curb, a beam, whatever, then what you're going to do is simply bend your knee. So I'm going to be up on the beam because that's where the angle is right now. But instead of keeping your leg straight to scoop, you're just going to bend your knee and pretend like it's staying straight. Or you can kind of bring it out to the front, or however you want to do it. Just make sure that you're bending the knee, that the pressure is on, because it's kind of working those muscles along with your balance. Hey, my camera person's back. Okay. So I'll take it down to the floor now. So like I said, if you don't have a beam or a curb or something, you're just going to scoop, bend your leg, but make sure all the weight and pressure is staying on one. Take the step back, do it again, take a step, go again, all the way down whatever space you have. It's kind of awkward without the lowering, but we do what we need. We make it work. It's all good. Ooh, or you could go out to the side, do a little ronde-jean there. Alright, turn around and take it all the way back. Kind of like a one-legged squat almost. That's close enough. I forgot to drink the water that I brought over. Alright, next thing that we're going to do, still keeping up with our backwards theme that we've got going so far, we're going to do a coupe or passe walk. I'm going to go with passe because this is my intermediate, so I'm hoping y'all can do that. We are going to be in releve for this one, so if you cannot do passe in releve, then just go to coupe. That's just fine. That's why I'm giving you the choice. But if you can't do either in releve, That's fine too. Go flat foot, stick with the passe. So again, we're walking backwards, but this time I want you to hold it. So you're gonna go up, hold, 1, 2, straight leg back, and step. 1, 2, straight leg back, and step. Notice how I'm kind of rocking onto that step. So 1, 2, go back and step. 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 I'm going to stop saying it now. You can keep doing it if you want. We're just going to go. When you get to the end of wherever you're practicing, go ahead and put your arms up, pivot turn, and go all the way back. I just realized this whole time I wasn't in releve. That makes it a lot harder. So again, I hope y'all are up for the challenge, especially since we're not on a beam. Use this time to practice your balance. Just like me, you can make sure you've got your balance before lifting your foot. You don't have to go straight into it. Ooh, this is hard. Falling. Okay. Alrighty. Awesome job. If you were doing those in releve, I am very proud of you. Those are difficult, and I only did like 8. So if you did it all the way down and back, good for you. That's awesome. Okay. Last thing we're gonna do on beam is an arabesque hold. So arabesque walk kind of hold thing. So we kind of went through it with those steps. I was telling you to go back. This is almost an arabesque. So if you were doing that, you're halfway there. So from there, all you need to do, put your arms out to the side, and if that's how you need to get into it, that's fine. Just try to lift your leg as high as you can, and hold for 2, 1, 2. We're going to put it down, and you're going to do the other leg. Hold, 1, 2, put it down. So it's kind of like those kicks, but you're just trying to lift and hold instead of just kicking. Good, and you don't have to do a whole lot of those because it does pinch your back. If it's not pinching your back, you're probably not going high enough, which means it's not really an arabesque. So make sure you bring your leg up as high as you can. If you're just not that flexible just not flexible enough to feel the pinch, that's fine too, no worries. All right, get a drink of water as we transition to floor. I know y'all are pretty much staying in the same space, but I want to show y'all where everything is just in case your brain is one of those that like is visual, need to see it to remember. I know I would be like that. So for those of you who don't remember, this is floor. This is where we pretty much always do floor. Alright. So sweaty! Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is not squish me in front of the mats, rather in front of the fan. First thing you're going to do is backward rolls. If you have not done a backward roll in a very long time, I suggest warming it up first, I guess. For pretty much most of trampoline, for sure. Let me see how much. Yeah, so some of floor and most of trampoline, I'm going to ask you to use your bed just so that you have a soft surface. If you have like a really squishy rug that you're okay with using, that's fine too. It's mostly just so you're not on your hard tile or wood or whatever flooring that you have. Even carpet might not be the softest. You probably will be able to do backward rolls on carpet. That should be fine, but your judgment call. I would suggest using your bed though. So we're going to do, let's say, 5 backward rolls because y'all are intermediates and should already be able to do this. If you already have this skill, then I really want you to just focus on using your arms to push off the floor so you're not hurting your neck, and pulling your hips up and over your body so that you're not just collapsing down on top of your neck. Alright, so start with your arms up. As you sit down, you go arms here so that you're ready to roll. So it's down. Yeah, that was a pretty bad back roll. Let's try that again. There we go, that was much better. So my intermediate girls, I expect y'all to have your legs together just like mine were. I expect you to finish with your arms up, just like we do in class. If you're one of our beginners watching, that's totally cool too. Remember, we do have a class on Thursday for you guys. So yeah, arms are up. That was 2, we're gonna do 3 more. I'm just gonna do 1 more because it's messing up my hand. Done. Okay, go ahead and do 2 more of those. I'm gonna fix my hair. You can watch me fix my hair. It's not that interesting. It's just clips. Good enough. Okay, that should be time to do 2 more. Next thing we're gonna do is take it into back bends. So we did these on our warm-up. So this is more so to practice the standing back up. If you have a wall space you can use, that is preferable. If not, you can use your couch or your bed, depending on the height. You want it to be about hip, like somewhere between knee and chest, depending on your back flexibility. So I'm going to use our squishy mat over here, just so y'all can see what I'm talking about with this. So if this is what you have, some kind of couch or a bed about this high, then here's how you're going to do it. You lean back, just as you would into your back bend. I really hope I don't mess this up. That'll be really embarrassing. I'm a little scared. All right, go back, tap, and try to stand it back up. If you don't have that option, you can also do these on your knees. I really don't think my back can take this, so I might collapse. Fair warning in advance. Let's see how this goes. So you want your knees a little bit separated for this because it helps you balance and gives you more leverage with your hamstrings, but it's essentially the same thing I just did there. You're gonna go back, try to stand it back up. It's just working those muscles and that technique without the strain of going into a full bridge. Oh my goodness, let's see if I can still do this. Oh, I did it! Yay, Coach Robin, about 5, okay. So you're gonna do about 7 of those. You can mix and match it, do some standing, some on your knees, totally up to you. If you can already do your full back bend and you want to try this like with the full thing like I did during the warm-up, absolutely fine. Just please, 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 please have someone standing under you just in case you don't make it. You want them there holding your what's this called, shoulders, to stand it back up. I kind of want to show you what that's going to look like just in case. So I'm going to switch the camera here and show you with my camera person. You don't have to do it all the way. I just want to show them where to hold. So as they're going back, you're just going to hold. Oh, you can't really see. The lighting is weird. So that's fine. I'll just do it like this. So you just kind of hold the back right here, supporting lower back, upper back as they stand up so that they're not falling on their face or their neck, really. All right. Giving you time to do that. I'm not going to keep doing it because those 2 that I did hurt my back. Fun times being old. Alright, go ahead and finish those up. Definitely get some water if you need it. I promise the next one's not so hard. In fact, it's quite simple. So I think that y'all should have had time to do those. If not, no worries, keep on going. You can catch up as you finish up or move on with us and go back to it later. Totally up to you. Next thing we're gonna do, still keeping in line with our backwardsness of today, we're gonna try to skip backwards. And the point of this is it's kind of visual to work on your hurdles. So as we talked about actually, was it a lesson? I can't remember. Arrow then. Hurdle is when you're going like that. As you can see, it's basically a large skip. So pretty much I want you to work those muscles going backwards, because as we all know, forwards and backwards is not the same. It's working different muscles. So instead of skipping forwards, you're doing the exact opposite. You're going to try to push back as far as you can. These are not a fast, normal backward skip. This is not what I want to see or not see because you're virtual, but rather a big pop backwards. Okay? And you can do the crazy arms like me. It's fun. Makes life fun when you're cooped up all day. So you're just hopping backwards 1 foot at a time. If that is too difficult for you, or if you're not really comfortable doing that on a hard floor, if you are on a hard floor, go ahead and put your feet together. Same idea, just with your feet together. It gives you more stability and more of a safety net if you fall. Go ahead and keep on doing that. Go back and forth, however big your space is. I'm assuming y'all are in a living room or something, so I'd imagine your space is, I don't know, yay big. So if it's about 10 feet that you've got, just go down and back maybe once. If you've got even less space, if it's like 5 feet, just down and back, go 2 times. No big deal. You make do with what you got. It's the whole point of this, right? Backwards jumps. I should have moved this while I was off camera. Alright. Alright, in line with those backwards jumps. Now you're going to take it 2 feet together if that's not what you were already doing. And if you recall, a couple weeks ago we were doing box jumps forwards. Now you're going to go backwards. This is really good for back handsprings, so a lot of y'all were at the place where you're either learning them or working on mastering them at the time that we left, so this is really good for that. You're going to come back nice and strong, good jump. If you have a bed that you can jump onto, that would be ideal, because I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a second. But first we're going to do just regular box jumps. So you can use your couch for this one. It should, theoretically, I'm assuming all couches are about the same height, about yay high. Who's going to jump straight up to it, backwards, jump or step back down. You're going to do 10 of those. So that was 1, 2, I don't really like this mat, it moves. I want to use this mat. 3, 4, 5. Notice that my chest is trying to stay up. If you lean forwards as you jump backwards, I know some of my kids know too well where you're going to go. Smack on the face. Okay? So leave that chest up, jump up, and pull the chest up as you go. I lost count. How many is that counting person? I don't know. Let's call it 10. I know it's not, but I'm tired. So, we're going to pretend like that was 10 for me. If y'all didn't lose count, good for you. Keep going, get to 10. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, I am not going to do because for sanitary reasons, I'm very sweaty. I don't want to get sweat all over the mats. But pretty much what you're going to do is jump to your back onto your bed. We've done this before, I think in every 1-2 class, even some beginners do it. So it shouldn't be anything new. I'm just going to kind of show you on the floor. So you're going to jump and then on your back just like this. Okay? Again, I'm not going to do that just for the sake of sanitary reasons. Don't want to get my sweat everywhere. So just do about 5 of those. If parent says no jumping on the bed, don't do this one. Listen to your parent, not me. Alright. We have one more thing here on floor. Again, it's not exactly backwards per se, just kind of more in line with the back handspringness of backwards. So we've done this before in my class. I think we usually do it over on the wall, but y'all don't necessarily have a wall or a bouncy floor. So what you're gonna do is go to your handstand and snap your feet down, bring your chest up nice and fast. In my class, y'all recognize our little miniature octagon thing. I usually use this one or this one, our mailbox. So in case you're not clear of what I'm saying, we've done this before, we usually use those things. So just handstand, snap, pull your chest up fast. If you don't have your handstand, this is a good time to have someone spotting you. Again, they're just kind of holding you as if they're the wall, your legs come up, they're just stopping you from falling over. If you're not really getting the power, then they can kind of push your legs down, but the chest, that's all you ladies. You got to pull it up really fast. Imagine a string on your back, just yanking you up, okay? All right, moving on to trampoline. Once again, I understand y'all do not necessarily have a trampoline at home, and for that reason, we're just gonna kind of keep it simple and nothing too crazy. So first things first, I just want you to run backwards. You can go out to your backyard, your front yard, your living room, your bedroom, up on your bed, wherever you have space. Just kind of run around in circles. I'm going to use this little rectangle here. Normally we would do this on the trampoline, but like I said, I know y'all don't necessarily have a trampoline. So just kind of imagine you have a trampoline running. Alright, and then take it into a fast skip. How I said not to do it on floor. Okay. You can keep going with that. Yeah, keep on going with that. Do that a couple more times. And then you're also going to add a jump. So it doesn't have to be a big long jump like floor, but rather just a straight jump. I'm tired. What's a fight when it's not on a trampoline? Okay. Should grab those. Okay. Now this next one is where I was saying you might want to go onto a bed. I'm going to do it. I didn't turn the lights on either. Let's do it on the trampoline. So, like I said, up on a bed, if your mom, dad, parent, or mom, dad, uncle, grandma, guardian, whoever says no, don't do it. Listen to them over me, okay? But you're not really jumping, you're just kind of sitting forcefully. So you're going to jump backwards, landing in a seat position, but instead of hands by your hips like we're used to, you're going to reach down and grab your ankles, so it's going to be like this. And notice my legs stayed nice and tight. Again, if you're on a bed, hopefully you're not bouncing as much as me. So, tell me how the light is over here. Is it okay? Alright. I'm going to do it down here for that reason, because that actually kind of hurt. So, you're jumping back, grab your knees, your ankles, and you're just holding that position. Stand it up, try it again. Oh, excuse me. Okay, back into the going to do about 5 more of those. And then the very last thing that we're going to do, I am not going to show you for the same reason I did not show you the jumping to your back, because I don't know if y'all can tell over the camera, I am very, very sweaty. So I'm just going to show you, I guess on the floor. But you're going to lay on your back, push your knees up in the ceiling, toes up towards the ceiling, and you're going to kind of jump on your back like this. You're just kind of pumping your knees so you're jumping on your back. Again, if your parent says not to do it on the floor, or up on the bed, do exactly what I just did. You're just laying down, kind of pump your legs straight up towards the ceiling. You can use your arms too, or just your legs as the same effect. This is to practice the backdrops that we're going to be learning, or that you have learned. If your parent says it's okay to do your backdrops on the bed, and if you already know how to do it, feel free. I'm not stopping you. But not everyone knows how to do that yet, so just lay it down, practice that pump, okay? I think it's straight this time. Step of the game. Alright. As y'all are finishing that up, I'm gonna go get something for a game real fast. I fully realize that y'all do not, probably, have scooters at home. But you can do this on any sort of soft or hard surface, like tile, wood, other hard surfaces. With a towel, a blanket, a pillow, anything that slides. Socks even. There's different ways to change this up, but ideally this is a 4-person game. So you've got you, sibling, mom, and dad. If you don't have that many people, change it up however you can, whatever you can think of, because I personally love this one. You're gonna lay on your stomach and someone is gonna push you by holding your feet. So let's pretend like little elf here is the one on the scooter, or in y'all's case, the towel. You're gonna hold little elf's legs and we'll push them on the scooter. Meanwhile, they are gonna hold the bucket while I'm pushing them, and they're trying to get the animals and pulling them into their own space. So if you've ever played the game Hungry Hungry Hippos, this is live action Hungry Hungry Hippos. Like I said, it's really, really fun if you have a lot of people. This is something I'm really hoping I get to do in our summer camp. Fingers crossed that we're open for that. Because it is so much fun. So you're laying on a scooter, sibling, whatever, pushing you, you're trying to get as many animals as you can. Again, if you have that many people, you've got 1 player, 2 player, you're racing to the end trying to get all the animals, or socks, or bobby pins, or markers, or whatever you're playing with. And that is it, that's the game. I really wish I could show you, but I'm not 4 people. Unfortunately, that'd be really cool, but I'm just me, so yeah. Ooh, or if you don't have 4 people but you have 2 and you have a soccer or a towel or something, you can use your arms. So you're dragging it with you, use that, and push yourself back. There we go, that's the way you can do it. Yeah, cool, neat. Okay, thought of a way you can do it on your own, yay! So, that's it for you, that's all I got. I hope you had fun, enjoyed the lesson. Feel free to leave comments, questions, concerns, whatever. If you have suggestions that you want to see, something you missed working, want to see how you can do it without the equipment, please leave it in the comments. Give me some ideas.
and I will see you Thursday for beginner class.